Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the BeyondTransition.com weekly triathlon preview. Beyond Transition is the triathlon race guide. We get the best information on triathlons and courses, so that you can focus on training and racing. Remember, all the details of these races are on www.beyondtransition.com. The end of summer is so near, and we've got a bunch of really exciting races coming up this weekend. 39 iron, half iron, and Olympic distance races, in all across 5 countries. Iron distance races. Iron distance enthusiasts will not have much trouble choosing a race this weekend, as there are only 2 races being run. One in France, and the other in the United Kingdom. First, we head to France, where the Challenge family brings its own brand of iron distance racing to Vichy. Race Challenge Vichy, and you'll be among the first to swim the waters of Lac d'Illier, a spectacular swim with spectators encouraging you on at all times. Then ride the roads of Auvergne on a 2-loop bike course in and around Vichy. It is a flat course with some hills at 2 sections, Allier and Petit Dôme. And finally, head out on the 4-loop marathon course along the Lac d'Illier in the beautiful parks of Vichy on a flat and fast course. Then, we head over to Groomsport in County Down, UK, the venue for the iron distance race, the Yearman 226 Challenge. Begin with a 4-lap, anti-clockwise, triangular sea swim with athletes exiting the water for a short beach run between laps. Upon exiting the water, it's just a 5-meter run from beach to transition. Once out of transition, a fast 6-lap bike course with no major climbs awaits on mainly rural roads, with excellent road surfaces for the vast majority of the loop. Then it's off onto a multi-terrain run course, with superb coastal vistas and crowd support, just when you need it. Half-iron races. Half-iron distance athletes will have more to choose from this week, with 9 races happening around the world. There's 4 of them in the United States, 1 in Switzerland, 1 in Canada, and 3 the United Kingdom. Over in the United States, it's age grouper, and now pro, favorite Timberman Ironman 70.3 in Guilford, New Hampshire. The race starts with a freshwater lake swim, in clear, blue Lake Winnipesaukee. This is followed by a scenic out-and-back bike course with rolling hills. Most of the course is newly paved, with 6 to 10-foot shoulder. There are several challenging hills, ranging from 3% to 9% grade. Watch out for the Marsh Hill Monster. The run is a scenic course along the shores of Lake Winnipesaukee with rolling hills. Look across the big lake, and see the majestic white mountains fill the background. Also, in New Hampshire, is the Masconomet Triathlon, a half-iron distance racing in Enfield. The swim takes place in Mascoma Lake. The bike ride is an out-and-back ride on Route 4A, and the run is a loop throughout Enfield. The Pigman Long Course Triathlon, in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, is a half-iron distance race that is of the premier multi-sport events in the United States. Whether you were a competitive triathlete, a newcomer to the sport, or part of team, it's a race you wouldn't want to miss. The Pigman Long Course will be a qualifier for the 2011 ITU Long Distance Triathlon World Championship on November 5th, in Henderson, Nevada. The top 5 in each age group at the Pigman will receive a World Championship slot. The Great Buckeye Challenge is a half-iron distance race, located at the beautiful Buck Creek State Park, in Springfield, Ohio. The half-iron distance race features a 2-lap swim, followed by a 2-lap -28-mile rolling bike course, and finishing with a 2-lap out-and-back run on the bike trail. Next, it's off to Switzerland, for the Inferno Triathlon in Murren-Schilthorn, Switzerland. Its distance is between a half and an iron distance race, but with its ascent of 5,500 meters, it is one of the toughest in the world, and already ranks as a classic. The unforgettable encounter with nature and the incomparable alpine world of the Bernese Oberland, and the easygoing atmosphere, make the Inferno a most impressive challenge. It has athletes swimming 3.1 kilometers, then road biking for 97 kilometers, before mountain biking for 30 kilometers, then finally, running 25 kilometers. It's a challenging race in the world's most scenic setting, in front of the Eiger, Mount Jungfrau. Then, we head to Canada for the Alberta Challenge, which features a half-iron distance race at McQuillan Lake Provincial Park, 80 miles southeast of Edmonton, Alberta. The swim consists of 1 large loop, plus a second smaller loop. The bike course travels along the quiet, well-paved, secondary highways around McClellan Lake. The run course takes athletes on 2 full laps of the 10 kilometers course. That follows paved, chip, and grass trails through McClellan Park. And finally, it's off to the UK for the half Ironman and Groomsport, County Down, a half-iron distance race. Begin with a 2-lap, anti-clockwise, triangular sea swim, with athletes exiting the water for a short beach run between laps. Upon exiting the water, it's just a 5-meter run from beach to transition. Once out of transition, a fast 3-lap bike course with no major climbs awaits on mainly rural roads, with excellent road surfaces for the vast majority of the loop. Then it's off onto a multi-terrain run course, with superb coastal vistas and crowd support, just when you need it. Also in the UK, is the monster Middle Ely. This half-iron distance triathlon is based in the cathedral city of Ely, Cambridgeshire, UK. The swim course promises to be a great spectacle, as athletes complete 1.9 kilometers along the River Great Ouse in a point-to-point leg. The bike course heads out into Fenland on one big lap, and promises to be fast, with the final section heading past transition and doubling back, enabling competitors to see who they are chasing, and who is doing the chasing. The run route takes athletes south along the river tracks and trails, on a leg that consists of one big loop. The finish is at Amherst Field. This will be the first ever running of a triathlon this size in the cathedral city of Ely. It promises to be a fast and spectacular event. And last but not least, the Aberfeldy Open Water Middle Distance Triathlon is a half-iron distance race in Bredlaben Community Campus in Aberfeldy, Perthshire, UK. The course features a split transition and a climb out of T1. The run is an out and back with a gentle downhill out and a gentle uphill on the way back. This week's picks take us to the United States and Switzerland. The Timberman Ironman 70.3. It's more than just a half-iron distance race. It's a whole festival with lots of music, lots of food and lots of fun. It's been a favorite among age groupers for years, and recently, the pros too. Chrissy Wellington will be here again this year, just like she has for the past 3 years. If it's a good enough race for Chrissy, it's a good enough race for me. Next, it is the San Francisco Triathlon at Alcatraz. Any try that starts at Alcatraz, and involves a fairly treacherous swim back to shore, gets my vote. It's both a challenging and scenic race, combining the hills of San Francisco with the beautiful vistas of the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. With a bike course that goes through the Presidio and the Golden Gate Park, and a run course that takes runners under the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, out to Baker Beach, and up a sand ladder, it's a race not to be missed. And finally, we head to Switzerland for the Inferno Triathlon. Not as long as a usual iron distance race, but it's just as tough, if not tougher. It features a course that has over 5,500 meters of climbing and 2 bike legs. That's right, after road biking for 97 km and climbing 2,145 meters, you switch to a mountain bike and ride another 30 km and climb another 1,180 meters. After that, you still have to run another 25 km, climbing 2,175 meters. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So there you go, that's a wrap-up of some of the races going on this weekend around the world. Enjoy your weekend racing, and send your race reports to Emma@BeyondTransition.com.